This is Alan with D9J Sports. Hey, we're right back at it with another one. Jalen Ramsey, Jamar Chase. The spit seen all across the world, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, sports continues to give us storyline after storyline that really doesn't make any sense. And I continue to tell me some of the stuff that these modern day players do continues to drive me crazy. Sit back, relax. Let's break this thing all the way down. Well, I'm sure you've seen by now, it's all over the place where Jalen Ramsey gets kicked out of the game with the Steelers versus those lowly, and pathetic Cincinnati Bengals. Well, there was an altercation where Jalen Ramsey and Jamar Chase, the superstar receiver, were going back and forth. Now, we all know about trash talking. We know that trash talking goes on in every sport, especially in NFL. And definitely we know that Jalen Ramsey is a number one trash talker and Jamar Chase is a talker too. Can both of them back their actions up on the football field? You better believe it. Jalen Ramsey, one of the top corners, been a good cornerback for a long time. Now he's playing free safety. And Jamar Chase, the Triple Crown winner, maybe in a lot of cases, he could arguably be the best wide receiver that's in the National Football League over the past 4 or 5 seasons. Now I know Justin Jefferson, and most guys are going to say something about that. But to keep the story going, Jalen Ramsey and Jamar Chase get into it, and Jalen Ramsey ends up throwing some punches and get kicked out of the football game. And then afterwards, he said that Jamar Chase spit on him. So when they get to the press conference game after the game, Jamar Chase said, "No, I didn't spit on that man." Well, I don't know if Jamar Chase is living in 1920s. He wasn't even born. But, man, there are cameras everywhere, and we can see everything that goes on. He blatantly and openly spit a lot on the dude, which doesn't make any sense. And then to stand there openly, bold-faced, with a straight face and say, "No, I didn't spit on that man." Man, you did spit on him. Now, this is my thing, and I want you to get in the comments and tell me what you think. The NFL has instant replay for every single thing. They will stop the game for what you already know is a first down or a catch, but they'll stop the game. In this case, I think that there in some cases, especially like this one, if something like that happens, I think they should immediately go over and do a replay. Look at the replay. Or look at the replay and see whether or not this was a true statement. And hell yeah, it was a true statement. Now, how do I feel about that? Man, it's out of line. It's out of line. We've seen guys do it. We saw the guy with the Eagles do it at the beginning of the season. We all remember how Bill Romanowski legendarily spit on J.J. Stokes. And this right here is definitely over the edge. Now, when somebody spits on you, I'm going to tell you right now, that's damn worse than somebody slapping you. What are you going to do if somebody slaps the you know what out of you? But then when they spit on you, that's the ultimate amount of disrespect. I'm very disappointed in Jalen Ramsey. I'm disappointed in Jalen Ramsey. I'm not disappointed in Jalen Ramsey. I'm disappointed in Jamar Chase for spitting on that man like that. Man, the Bengals are struggling. If you're struggling, you can't take your frustrations out, man. And whatever words that you guys are having out there on the field, leave it at that, man. Trash talk is a part of the game. In every sport, trash talk is a part of the game. But to openly spit on the dude, yeah, he should be suspended. He should be fined. How many games? I don't know. I don't know how many it should be, but the NFL is definitely going to suspend him one game. I'm sure they're going to suspend him one game, but it damn near probably should be more. When you openly do something like that, man, it doesn't make any sense. It's the ultimate sign of disrespect. Now, we keep it real on this show. You know how we keep it real. We do not hide behind the curtains. We tell it like it is. Your ass was out of line, Jamar Chase. You was out of line for spitting on Jalen Ramsey. And was Jalen Ramsey out of line for punching his ass? Nope. He was not. Now, I know what you're going to say. You don't condone that behavior. Man, that man spit on that man for no reason. For no reason. So those are just another storyline, man, in the National Football League. But before we continue to roll on, Before we continue to roll on, I need you to hit the like, subscribe, and donate button. Hit the like, subscribe, and donate button so we continue to keep this thing rolling. For all my subscribers out there, new subscribers, hey, I appreciate it. If there's something that you want to talk about, hey, jump in the comments. We're going to do a comment show. If you're new to the channel, we do a comment show at the end of the week. And we go back on some of our videos and we take some of your comments and we bring your name up and let your comment be heard to the world and to the YouTube airways. Now, as we continue to roll in these YouTube streets, we're going to roll over to Cleveland. We're going to roll over to Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders. And I'm not going to, this is the question I got. Shedeur Sanders was put in an awful situation, even playing with the Cleveland Browns, even though the Cleveland Browns, I gave him kudos for drafting a young man, but nobody else would. He's put in a terrible situation, that many people feel like he was put in a situation to fail well. That's the National Football League, man. The backup quarterback is always going to have to get in times when you least expect that he's going to have to get in. But my question to you is a question that nobody out there is really asking. What would Shedeur Sanders look like if we saw him play with a team that had some pass protection? Because we haven't seen the young man. Now, at Jackson State, they were okay, but we haven't seen him in Colorado. He's been running for his life the whole time he's been playing the last 3 years of football. They were not blocking for him in Colorado. We saw this type of success that he had when they weren't blocking. But in the National Football League, that's not going to wash. What type of a player do you think that this young man would be if he got a chance to play on a team that has some pass protection and some lethal weapons? Now, we know what would happen if he had some lethal weapons like he did in college, but the Cleveland Browns don't have those type. Well, no disrespect to Jerry Jeudy and all those guys, but as a whole, they don't have those type of weapons. What would he look like if he actually played on a team where they were pass protecting? Man, I don't know. Now, me personally, I've been highly critical of a lot of things that's going on with Shedeur Sanders. But now he's got his chance. I don't know if he's going to get to start the next game or whatever. But I just want to see the young man. If he does get out there, I want to see him get out there and have an opportunity to actually show his talents on a team that can pass protect for him. So just some of the things that I want to touch on with you guys and girls out there, ladies and gentlemen. But just remember, no matter what you're doing, no matter what sport you're playing in, man, spitting on somebody is definitely over the line, man. It's over the line, man. Don't make no sense, man. Don't make no sense, Jamar Chase. Don't make no sense, man. This is Alan with D9J Sports. Continue to keep your head up. Continue to rock. Continue to keep rocking. Thank you for supporting the channel. This is Alan with D9J Sports. I'm definitely OUT.